So there is more reasons then than Mr. Foreman that caused you to leave the sheriff's department.
It had to do with the handling of this case.
Can you tell me what fact about you that receding hairline or dipshit refers to, please?
I'm sorry?
What private fact of yours does that refer to?
I mean, there's a picture of me, and let's see here, talking about see, I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack ass alone in my house.
So
I find that pretty insulting.
So that statement is what you're suing on.
Well, no. I told you this is one of many.
Well, and that's why we're trying to find.
You keep trying to make it singular. I'm telling you, it's not singular. It's plural.
Okay, and so one of them is dipshit, one is receding hairline,
Yep.
and the other is meth heads.
Yes.
Is there any more?
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I, at that time, was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie, that's what ultimately stopped.
And that's community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
Let's go back to what was Plaintiff's Exhibit 5.
Okay.
I unfortunately don't do technology very well. But this was Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. You said this was referring to you. Where's your picture in this?
I said, you asked me earlier.
Where's your picture?
No. You asked me earlier.
Your Honor, I'd ask the witness to answer the question.
Okay.
You can clarify that there's read.
Okay. Okay.
Is your picture in this post?
No.
Is that a picture of your father?
Yes.
So this actually pertains more to your father than you.
Correct.
I'd like to look at what was Plaintiff's Exhibit A.
Can you turn a little bit up?
Well, here, help me with that.
Just turn it slightly. There. Right. Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's no plaintiff's exhibit A.
Oh, sorry, Plaintiff's Exhibit 1.
Thank you.
So this would have been Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. It says, in court early. Were you at that hearing?
No.
So this is a post about a legitimate hearing that we have in this case.
Right.
But you weren't present there.
No, sir.
Do you know if your attorney was present?
I don't know.
This kind of goes without saying, you're not a judge.
Nope.
What's
You're
the
not.
exhibit number?
Oh, right now.
Thank you.
This would be Plaintiff's Exhibit number 6, the one about Roy Gabbard. You're not a judge?
Nope.
You're not Roy Gabbard?
Nope.
And other than this referring to the Adams County Sheriff's Department, somewhere towards the end, that is the only thing in it that you believe is the claim?
I'm sorry. It kicked on right when you were talking. I couldn't hear you. The AC
Let's
kicked
strike the
on.
question.
Okay. I'm sorry. Poor timing.
This would be Plaintiff's Exhibit number 8. You said you saw this sometime after?
Yeah, it wasn't the day of. It was sometime after. I don't recall.
How long after?
Within a week, I'd say, probably.
But you're not identified in here?
No.
And it just talks about the department in general?
Correct.
It just talks about a guy that hit Mr. Foreman's mailbox?
Correct.
And you didn't hit Mr. Foreman's mailbox?
No.
Okay. Were you ever disciplined because of what happened in the raid?
No.
Were you ever disciplined for anything Mr. Foreman said?
No.
Other than your voluntary resignation, have you lost any other income?
I haven't been employed in a year. I've been living off savings. You know, I can't keep gainful employment because I'm going to VA appointments 5 days a week sometimes.
Well, you said that you went to surgery. When did you go into surgery?
I don't remember that. That's been so long ago. It was.
It was a nice time at home. You didn't have
Oh my
any
gosh.
duties.
Yes.
Was it a long time ago?
I don't recall. I'd say it's been over a year, but the dates I'm sorry, I can't recall it.
So, is the allegations of you being a thief come out of the handling of the money during the search of Mr. Foreman's residence?
Yes.
During depositions, I asked you some questions about how money should be counted and cataloged as evidence. Can you explain the process to me of how you count and catalog money as evidence?
Yeah, I mean, you, as far as like what the policy is, or because I don't that policy has changed since then, and we had, but usually what you do is we have a special type of evidence bag. That evidence bag, it'll have denominations of bills.
Okay.
On that, you count it and you mark it. You know, I got 3 20s, I have 1 10. You know, you put that money in the bag and seal it up. Does that answer your question?
Well, so you have these evidence bags. You would count out the money. You'd have it recounted. You would then like put a stack of 20s, 10s, 5s, and then down the denomination.
Yeah, it's not counted by the total on the bag. It's counted by each individual bill and the amount of each bill. So you have 3 20s.
Mm-hmm.
You don't put the total amount of currency. You put the number of bills
So you could tell
on
if
that
the
on
bill's
that type
checked.
of evidence bag. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me rephrase my question as we were
Okay.
talking at the same time. So if I look at the evidence bag, I can know exactly how many 5s are in it, 10s, 20s, 100s.
Correct.
Okay. And the evidence is sealed when it leaves the scene?
Most of the time, yes. But as long as it stays in your care and custody, as long as it's not something. If this was something that had a fingerprint, of course you have to protect that fingerprint until you can get it to a lab. I'm not going to say that every time you leave somewhere something is sealed, because sometimes, I mean, that's an unrealistic expectation. You know, if I got a gun but I don't have a gun box to put it in, well, that's going in the trunk of my car until I get a gun box to put it in.
Okay.
I mean, that's just that's the reality of law enforcement.
But if that gun changed hands by 3 or 4 people, they would all sign the box when they got it to show the chain of
Correct.
evidence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So anybody in possession, that must be in the chain of evidence.
Correct.
And that's put on the bag. Or the box in that case.
Well, there's a little thing right on the front. It'll have an evidence chain right below the denominations. It has an evidence chain.
So if you collect a gun, you would sign first. If I hold it, I'd sign second, and so forth and so forth.
Correct.
Now, what happens if you don't have these special evidence bags and you just have a clear bag?
Can you tell me where you're going with this and why it matters?
This matters, Your Honor, because there is a question about the policies and procedures, and as I said, Mr. Robinson is going to testify, if he's admitted to testify, about an investigation he did. His investigation is very limited, at least from his report would indicate. He only watched video footage, never interviewed anybody. So, one of the things I have to counteract that is the fact that the evidence was not handled correctly. And that is what I'm building here. Mr. Cooley is testifying about the exact way in which you would put that
What does
in.
that have to do with any issue in this case?
Your Honor, the issue of money is, and missing money is at the very issue of, they say they're being called thieves. They're trying to prove it's not a fact. I'm trying to prove that from the evidence and how things were done, you cannot even make that conclusion.
Do you intend to call Mr. Robinson?
Yes, we do, Judge. He's asking to be here alone.
Because in one respect, it's your time to spend. I look at this as marginally relevant, but you can spend the time.
Thank you.
Have at it.
So if you had a plain evidence bag that did not have the place for 5s and 10s, would you handwrite in that information with a permanent marker?
Yes.
So even if the bag was plain, you could write 10 5s, 2 20s, and such?
You can.
But that's the way it should be done, though, correct?
Well, I'm not going to say that's the way that happens every time. I mean, it's as long as you can protect that evidence to display in court. That's the purpose. You know, I mean, there's a little bit of flexibility in evidence handling based off the situation, but in general, if cash is seized, then yes, you know, you can put the amount. The amount is always going to be on the outside of the bag. Anybody that took exclusive possession of that, yes, they're going to sign that.
Okay, and so, and the money's always counted twice, correct?
Correct.
At least twice, correct?
Correct.
Even the officer himself probably counts it twice, correct?
10 times, honestly. Personal choice there, I guess.
First, you would count it though twice, correct?
Yeah, but
Did you ever have possession of the money during the search of Mr. Foreman's home?
To be honest with you, I don't recall. I don't believe so, but I don't recall.
Forgive me. This is... Come in, sir. Your Honor, I have no further questions for Mr. Cooley at this, or Justin Cooley at this time.
Thank you. For
No redirect. I just call Mike Eastep.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
I do.
Thank you.
Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
Michael Eastep,
And Mr. Eastep, how are you currently employed?
Adams County Sheriff's Office,
How long have you been with the Adams County Sheriff's Office?
over 24 years.
What's your current position with that office?
Road Patrol Supervisor.
How did you get started in law enforcement?
Through the fire service. Actually, some friends in law enforcement were in the fire service and kind of hung out with them, and that's how I began to take an interest in law enforcement.
You live here in Adams County?
I do,
How long have you been in Adams County?
all my life.
Do you have family here?
I do,
You married?
yes,
Children?
yes,
The children go to school here, did they?
yes.
You were part of the team that executed the search warrant on Mr. Foreman's home, is that right?
Yes.
Did you steal any money from Mr. Foreman's home?
No.
We've seen, you've been here the whole trial so far, the last day and a half, right?
Yes.
You've seen all the exhibits?
Yes.
You saw the exhibits that were just shown to Justin Cooley?
Yes.
Did the posts that we've been talking about here in this trial have any effect on you?
Yes.
Explain what you mean, please.
People that we deal with in providing services into the community has called us out, called me a thief. We assisted with a search warrant service here with another agency, and the people that was inside the residence looked at us and says, why are they allowed to do what they're doing? And then they look at us and say, well, you done it to Afroman, they can get by with it, they can do it to us.
Did you ever receive any calls having to do with this case?
Not directly.
Are you aware of calls that were received by dispatch?
Lots of them.
Tell us about that.
My daughter actually works in the dispatch center, along with all the dispatchers that I'm very familiar with, that I work with as co-workers on a day-to-day basis, called and anything from why did you do this to why did you tear down the door, why don't you pay the guy back, you guys are thieves, and on and on and on.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. It's hearsay. He was not there, he did not have the phone calls, he's hearing them actually third hand, the way he's describing it. He's hearing them from the idea of, from the dispatchers telling him what another person said, so hearsay upon hearsay upon hearsay.
What's the purpose?
The purpose, Judge, is to, my next question was going to be, what effect hearing about these calls to dispatch had on Mr. Estep?
Wait. Just for the jury's benefit, if the content of the calls was an important issue, then we wouldn't let it come in. The speaker or the hearer would have to testify. But the nature of the call and how it affected him is probative, relevant in this case. So the general description of the calls in the context of how it affected him is the reason you're allowed to hear it. Not the accuracy of the call, but the effect on the person. Something else, Mr. Osborne?
No, thank you, Your Honor, just for the record.
No, your objection. Thank you.
Thank you. So Mr. Estep, tell us what effect it had on you hearing about these calls that dispatch was receiving about this warrant execution. And
It
you,
developed a serious concern of safety to not only to me, but the people working with me on those shifts. The days that I was working, basically overwhelming of calls that came through, and they were hardly able to keep up with what we have going on in the services that we're providing with nonsense phone calls.
are you aware of any effect that these these posts had on the sheriff's website?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. That is beyond the scope and not even relevant to this. The Sheriff's Department is a government agency. You cannot defame a government agency.
Sustain.
Okay.
For the record.
Mr. Estep, did you, through your attorney, ask Mr. Foreman to take these posts down?
I did.
Have they been taken down to your knowledge?
No.
Those are all my questions. Thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Crowley.
Mr. Estep, do you mind if I call you Mike?
That's fine.
You've been an officer for a very long time, over 21 years.
Actually, over 24 full-time years and over 38 and a half as a certified peace officer, state of Ohio.
Okay. And during that time, you've never hid your identity as an officer?
No.
Everybody's seen you out in public?
Yes.
Seen you with your wife and kids?
Yes.
And your wife... Strike that question. And so you wear a uniform while you're on duty?
I do.
And you were a sheriff's deputy in 8/21 of 22?
I was.
Okay. And people have criticized your duties before, correct?
Yes.
And you've been called a lot of names by people in 24 years, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Things worse than a thief, correct?
Name-wise, but not not as detrimental how people look at you. I mean, you're seeing, people calling you names directly, but not put out there to be detrimental in something that is criminally related.
So people have come up to you and asked you if you were a thief.
I've had phone calls, and I've had it happen.
When was the first time that happened? To you personally during your career?
In my entire career?
Yes.
I never had anything until this came about.
You never had anybody
Not
ask you
told me.
about being a thief and when
No.
your wife was charged with theft?
No.
When your wife pled guilty to stealing from her employer?
Objection,
Tell
Judge.
me why you would do that to the jury.
Your Honor, I
Why
would
you
ask
do
this.
that to the jury?
Your Honor, I'm asking a question that builds on his reputation. He says he has never been called a thief before, yet he keeps saying that everybody treats him differently. This goes to his reputation. He is used to this. Has happened before. To say that this is the only thing causing the problem has ever hurt his reputation, he's opening up the door so that I can ask the question about what's affecting his reputation.
Thank you. Mr. Kramer?
We're not going to, I assume, have a trial about every family member and what every family member of these plaintiffs might have done in their lives. This is a case about these deputies and about Mr. Estep. It's not about his wife, it's not about his family. We're not gonna try a case here about what somebody else might or might have done, or whether they might or might have not been guilty. It's about what he experienced as a result of these.
And how it affected his reputation, which is exactly at issue. He is talking about his reputation, how it's been affected. He's opened it up. Your reputation is your entire life, everything you do in the community. Your family affects your reputation. You can't say that you have. If my brother gets in trouble and people ask me about that.
This case is about what he did to his reputation, not about what.
What was his
might have been-
reputation like before this started then?
You know.
So I thought you play this out in front of the jury so they can understand how to separate the evidence. There's no claims here for your benefit, ladies and gentlemen, for family member injuries. Right? But how family members' reactions to claims affect a person's relevant. So you get to hear that my daughter was upset when I was called a derogative term for the benefit, for the relevance of how it hits me. Right? Now, take that to this step. If we allow, and we will, testimony about the wife's prior experience, it only goes not to the character of that person, but how it affects the witness. So, like, we're not here to try to decide whether or not the spouse has a character flaw or not, but how the whole thief reference should play into his claim for damages. Right? Their law school example, arguing with each other, is what lawyers do, but you need to understand how to see it. So I'm going to allow this so you can see how it does or does not affect him alone. Just don't get caught up that your spouse's character is your character, because it's not. Enough said. Overrule the objection, and then you can renew them as you feel appropriate. Go. Re-ask the question.
He answered the question, Your Honor.
Then re-ask it because he shouldn't have.
Okay. So restating the question, Mr. Estep, your wife did steal from her employer, correct?
Yes.
And it was a felony sum of money, correct?
Yes.
Which is over $1,000.
Yes.
And you were part of the search of Mr. Foreman's residence, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever have any contact with the money?
I noticed money in a coat pocket, and I pointed it out to Detective Newland.
And is that the money that Mr. Newland testified earlier that was upstairs?
That should have been some of it, yes. I didn't do the collection of it.
You just pointed it out in the pocket?
Yes.
Another officer took it out of the pocket?
I assume.
Okay. Do you remember which officer you pointed it out to?
I told Detective Noodle.
You realize that during that search, everything you said was captured on your body cam, correct?
Absolutely.
Did you ever make derogatory remarks during the search warrant about Mr. Foreman?
Not that I can recall.
But we're going to lay the foundation. Mr. Estep, on October 21st, 2022, did you have a body cam on during the search of Mr. Foreman's residence?
Yes.
Okay. Was that body cam active the entire time?
Yes.
Does it have audio and video recording capabilities? If I show you a clip of that body cam, can you
Sure.
identify it?
Sure.
Okay. For the benefit of the record, this would be marked Defense Exhibit B. And for the sake of the record, the file would be ACSO3_OK0019_21252.mp4. This is a clip of that file.
Is there a way to note what portion, is there time, a clock? Or when you plug it in, if there's a clock time?
It should have the date, time, and the timestamp it goes through on it.
So the court of appeals should know that you didn't play the whole thing, you just played X amount of time.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I'm looking for.
As there's over 8 hours of body cam footage, we
Yeah,
have to.
we just have to make a note. Tell me where you're starting it, when you're starting the time clock.
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, this would be marked body cam in the upper left-hand corner, in the bottom left-hand corner. It has 8/21/2022, sorry, 8/21/2022, starting at 20:56:02.
That's where you're gonna start playing.
Actually, Your Honor, hold on a second here. It would be starting at 20:56:00.
Thank you.
Mr. Eastep, I would ask you a few questions before I play this. Can you see what's been marked Exhibit B?
Yes.
So, when your body cam is recording, does it record in color?
Yes.
Does it also record in black and white?
Yes.
Okay. Now, looking at this, does this appear, as you can recall it, to be the inside of Mr. Foreman's bedroom?
Yes.
And is the... I don't know why I did that. Did you happen to see the date in the bottom corner of it?
Yes.
Is that the correct date for when you searched?
Yes.
So this would be a copy, a segment of your body cam taken that day?
Yes.
I love technology.
Your Honor, maybe approach,
What's it have to do with?
it has to do with what I think might be coming up. I wasn't aware that this was gonna be shown, but I'm concerned about something.
Sure. Stand up, don't leave, just stretch in front of your chair. But it's very effective. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Osborne.
I asked for the, just to refresh, Mr. Eastep, this is your body cam from that date and time we talked about earlier?
It's a body cam. I mean, I can't identify the person. I mean, the number. Let's see. Not sure. Can't.
When you say number, there is a number there? ACS?
Okay. Yes.
So that is your body cam?
Yes.
And this is of 8/21/22?
Yes.
So you say you want to flip something? You're amazed. CDs.
I'm going to stop it for a second, just for the sake of context, as there is things happening sort of below the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Were you searching through CDs
Yes.
and DVDs?
I looked at them. I didn't like really search through them.
But that's what you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
I would look at that stuff because some of the stuff I think was mentioned in there. Well, he's just denying it. So,
On your body cam during an official search, you called Mr. Foreman a sex addict?
I couldn't clarify. I heard addict. I couldn't clarify.
Would you like me to replay it?
Yeah.
Mr. Pike, can we turn up the volume? For the sake of the record, since this is roughly about a little under 3 minutes long, we're going to just back up and play some. We really shouldn't let me touch anything technology. I shouldn't break it by touching it. sake of the record, I'm going to start the playback at 33 seconds in.
I know Brian probably looked at that stuff because some of the stuff I think was mentioned in there. Well, he just denied it when it comes to sex.
Mr. Eastham, do I need to play it again?
I still can't decipher it. I mean, whatever.
Can we get the hearing aids from Mr. Eastham? Mike, we're going to give you a hearing here. This
That could be
should have a
good.
better thing. Can you hear me, Mr. Eastham? Is it too loud for you?
Mm-mm.
For the sake of the record, I'll start at 31 seconds in.
Gotta turn that down.
There's a dial on your
Right here in the,
Center?
right. Kind of.
Would you be ready, Mr. Eastham? Okay, we're starting at 38 seconds in after stopping.
I know Brian probably looked at that stuff because some of the stuff I think was mentioned in there. Well, he just denied it when it comes to sex.
Were you able to hear at that time, Mr.
Yeah.
Eastham? Would you agree that you called Mr. Foreman a sex addict?
Yeah.
Okay. You would agree that this is a public record?
Yes.
So the body cam is available to the public?
Upon request.
Okay. And Mr. Foreman cannot edit any of it, can he?
No.
Do you believe how you do your job duties reflects on your reputation?
Yes.
So someone seeing this could reflect badly on your reputation based on what you did?
Possibly.
Now, this is going to be very stupid questions, but Mr. Klingler referred to previous posts when he was asking you about how they affected you. Did any of those posts name you by name?
No.
They just referred generally to the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
So you're just seeking damages based upon what he said about the Sheriff's Department?
No. It's what's been directed to me.
What was directed to you?
Being called a thief?
Okay. Other than that, anything else?
No.
Was there a direct post of you being called a thief?
No. Just directed by the people in the community.
I'm going to get your steps in today, Mr. Fox. Mr. Eastep, I'd like you to take a look at the screen in front of you. You're going to see what's been marked Defense Exhibit C. Have you seen that post?
Yes.
And that is the singular post that Mr. Foreman made in reference to you, correct?
Yes.
Where you were called, and I quote, Colonel King Kong Bundy.
Yes.
King Kong Bundy was a wrestler, correct?
Yes.
Damn good one, correct?
I don't know about that. Can't answer that.
There was a T-shirt made calling you King Kong Bundy, correct?
Yes.
You told me about an incident where a friend of yours made a joke about that, correct?
Wasn't a friend. It was one of the firemen on the fire department that I was chief of.
One of them wore a shirt to the Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
They thought it was a joke, correct?
I don't know if they thought it was a joke. I mean, I don't know what the true intent of it was, but they wore it. I saw it.
Have you ever had jokes made at your expense?
Oh, yeah.
Made jokes at other people's expense?
Yeah,
So it's a reasonable assumption they bought it as a joke against you?
I would hope. But it's not a good joke.
And I'll wrap up that day. So after the search, you went home, correct?
Yes.
And you left directly from the search to go home?
Yes.
After a 19-hour shift?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Freeman, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mike, what's your wife's name?
Renee.
How long have you been married to Renee?
Since 2000. I think 2000.
Since 2000?
Yes.
26 years?
Yes.
Did this felony that Mr. Osborne brought up occur before or after this search?
Long before.
Long before?
Yep.
Did you stay married to Renee in spite
I did.
of this? Do you think her problems with this felony hurt your reputation?
No. I never got no backlash. I wasn't a part of it. I didn't support it. You know, she paid the consequences and she moved on with life.
And you're still with her?
I'm still with her.
This body cam footage that we saw, did you ever publish that body cam to the world?
No.
Did you ever post that body cam on the internet?
No.
Did you ever share that body cam, and specifically that part of the body cam where you refer to Mr. Foreman as a sex addict? Did you ever share that with anybody?
No.
We saw Mr. Osborne just showed you a post of you being called hunchback or something.
King Kong Bundy.
Vince would like, we can put it back up so he gets the term correct. There is going to be specific names for specific people, and we need to keep things as orderly as possible as to who's called what.
What did he call you in that?
Colonel King Kong Bundy.
Thank you, Colonel King Kong Bundy. Was that post made in the context of all these other posts that call the Sheriff's Department thieves?
Yes.
Those are all my questions. Thank you.
Street cross.
Mr. Eastep, look at what's been marked. This is the post where you're called King Kong Bundy, correct?
Yes.
Does it call you a liar? Strike that. Would you read the entire post?
It says, "Good morning, ladies. This guy was easy. Introducing Colonel King Kong Bundy. LOL. Let me know if you have a nickname better than mine. What you got?" And goes
So,
on.
well, you don't need to read the rest. I'm just
Okay.
worried about Mr. Foreman's statement.
Okay.
So he didn't call you a liar in this post?
No.
Didn't call you a thief?
No.
So all the other posts that you would refer to are solely about the sheriff's department being called thieves?
Yes.
Your Honor, if I may have a sidebar.
Yep. So, Mr. Osborne's finished. This witness is going to step down. We're going to take like a morning break. Thanks for good work so far. Enjoy yourself. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
You just pack some dimes around to his back.
It's like a custard.
Okay, I looked at it. I get ready to use the stage.
Go right
I'm
ahead,
trying to charge me a dime again. I just want to make sure you're counting. I don't want to steal a dime from you.
about all exhibits
Yes.
previously. And so when you're referring to those exhibits that he's presented for, you're referring to the general ones that talked about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as thieves?
Them and some of the posts that was on about me, personally. Pardon me?
What kind of those?
Ones that was just been posted
Okay.
within the last few days.
So, okay. And you've been in law enforcement between the West Union and Adams County Sheriff's Department for 21 years.
Correct.
And you've arrested a lot of people.
Yep.
Okay, you have to verbally, because a shaking of the head doesn't
Yes.
get recorded. And you've been criticized before for your job duties?
Yeah.
And you've been called names before?
Yeah, but not a thief.
No person ever before has called you a thief in 21 years?
No, they have not.
And you were employed with the Sheriff's Department on 8/21/22?
Correct.
And you took part in the search of Mr. Foreman's residence?
Correct.
Did you ever encounter the money?
No.
Did you ever see it?
No.
You were never present in any room when it was being counted?
Not when it was being counted.
But when it was maybe sitting on a table or something?
No.
Do you ever remember seeing the money during the search?
I seen some when they pulled it out of some of the pockets.
Okay. So you were there when they pulled the money out of the pockets?
Yeah.
And that's all you saw in
That's
reference
all
to
I
the money?
seen.
Okay. So your job duties were other places during the search?
Yes.
Have you ever been disciplined due to anything Mr. Foreman said?
No.
Reprimanded in any way?
No.
Were you ever interviewed as part of this investigation into the missing money?
No.
Is it true that Mr. Foreman called you a hunchback?
Yes.
And specifically compared you to Quasimodo,
Yes.
the Disney hero?
I'm assuming that's who it is.
Quasimodo from the Disney movie The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
I've never watched it, so I don't know.
So you would agree that when a person says that someone's a crooked defense attorney, they're not meaning that I'm like a vine, they're meaning that as a opinion, correct?
Correct.
Would you agree that when someone calls you a thief, it might be an opinion of theirs?
Can be, yeah.
Same as if when people say crooked cops, it's just an opinion?
Yeah.
And so is your entire claim for false light that you were called a thief?
Yes.
And you would agree that Mr. Foreman is an artist subject to exaggeration?
I guess so, yeah.
And just for the sake of question, nobody would ever think you're Quasimodo from the book, correct?
I don't guess. People think different things.
Have you ever taken a chance to talk with the local newspaper, the People's Defender or Informer, to tell them your side of the story?
No.
So how long before you filed the lawsuit through your attorney did you send the cease and desist letter to Mr. Foreman?
It was whenever he sent it, when my attorney sent it to him.
So you never sent a cease and desist letter before the lawsuit was filed?
No.
And you're seeking damages due to your reputation, correct?
Correct.
Your reputation in the community locally.
Correct.
Okay. So you don't care what people think of you in Australia?
Not really.
Would you agree that everything you do as an officer reflects on your reputation?
Yeah.
All the good and the bad?
Yeah.
Anything wrong you would have done would be a stain on it?
Yeah.
And you mentioned that people had came up to you in public and called you a thief, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You've been criticized for your job duties before, correct? By the public?
Kind of, yeah.
People have said they didn't think you did things right,
Yeah.
and they have the right to criticize you for how you do your job?
Pardon me?
They have a right to comment on how you do your job?
Yeah.
Did you wear a body cam during the search?
Yes.
Can I have a second, Your Honor?
Yes, go ahead.
Your Honor, I have no further questions at this time.
Go ahead, step down, thank you. Next up.
Lady's called Sean Cooley.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as this you shall answer unto God?
I do.
Thank you. You can be seated.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Would you introduce yourself, please?
Sean Cooley, How is Sean spelled? S-H-A-W-N. Thank you.
And Mr. Cooley, are you currently employed?
No, sir, I'm retired from the sheriff's office.
When did you retire from the sheriff's office?
I originally retired in 2014. The sheriff, then Kimmy Rogers, asked me to come back a couple times. So eventually I did, and I worked up until about 2 months ago.
So up until 2 months ago, you were back as a deputy sheriff?
Yeah, I started out as a part-time deputy, and then as their manpower dropped, I went ahead and took a full-time position to help them for a while.
And that's here in Adams County, correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
When did you begin with the sheriff's department? Sheriff's office?
It would have been late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, long time ago.
Long time ago, yes.
Do you have family here in Adams County?
Yes, sir, I do.
How long have you lived in Adams County?
Over 40 years.
And one of your family members is Justin,
Yes, sir, that's my youngest son.
and he's another plaintiff in this case.
Yes, sir, he is.
You worked with him for a while in the Adams County Sheriff's Office?
Yes, some I did. Most of the time we were different shifts.
Okay, but I meant you worked
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the same sheriff's department for a while?
Absolutely,
Yes.
yes.
Are you married?
Yes, sir, I am.
How many children?
4, 2 girls and 2 boys.
Did they go to school here in Adams County?
Yes, sir, they did.
Sean, do you remember giving me a call back in late 2022?
Your Honor, I'm going to object here. I do believe he's starting to move into the realm of attorney-client privilege and opening that. If he opens that door, we do intend to exploit it. And so we would just give the court notice that's what we believe is happening at this time.
Thank you for the heads up. See where it goes.
Thank you, Judge. Let me ask the question this way. Were you looking for an attorney in the fall of 2022?
Yes, sir, we all were.
And just in a nutshell, what were you trying to accomplish by contacting a lawyer?
The posts and the things that were put on the internet about us, as far as us being thieves and different things with our image. We had went to the sheriff when this originally started. Mr. Foreman had an attorney. Well, he's had 2 attorneys prior to this one. We had the sheriff contacted, try to get it stopped. Then again with the next one, then again with this one. So our only other alternative was to try to file some kind of suit.
And that's why you ultimately decided to file suit to get it to stop?
Yeah, that was our last alternative.
Has it stopped?
It's gotten much worse.
You were part of the team that executed the warrant on Mr. Foreman's property?
Yes, sir, I was.
Did you steal any money?
No, I did not.
Did you have anything to do with the money that evening?
The only thing I had to do with the money, I sat in the kitchen and talked to Mr. Foreman's wife.
Mr.
And-
Foreman's wife, Angela?
Yes,
Now, let me just stop you
or
there.
ex-wife.
Oh, thank you. Ex-wife. Let me stop you there for just a second. How did Angela Foreman end up being in the kitchen of the home that evening?
I don't know which supervisor it was that let her come
Your
in.
Honor, I'm going to object to this line of questioning. If the search warrant is not going to be an issue, if we want to open that door, then I will ask to present that evidence and make that case. But Mr. Klingler now wants to bring up who everybody is there. So if he wants to open that door, I'm going to ask for the same latitude upon my presentation of the case. And I think the court has already made it clear we are not litigating a search warrant.
I'll withdraw the question. I don't need to know how she got there, Judge.
Just for everybody's benefits, they both pushed beyond what I was willing to do, so let's try to keep it focused. Thank you for withdrawing the question.
Thank you, Judge.
Take it again.
You were explaining what you had to do with the money that evening, so go ahead.
I was sitting in the kitchen on a stool, I believe. Brian Newland brought in a package that he said contained money, laid it there, and asked me to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
And
Who was in the kitchen? Sorry, who was in the kitchen with you?
Mr. Foreman's wife,
Okay.
or ex-wife, I'm not sure.
Just
what
the two of you?
status is.
At the time?
Oh, there's people in and out.
Other deputies?
Other
coming through?
deputies coming in
All
and
right.
out, going back and forth to their cars to get different items. I think Sergeant Walters came in at one time and talked to Mr. Foreman on the cell phone.
Okay. So, back to the cash. You were asked by Detective Newland to keep an eye on it, and what happened then?
Well, that's what I did, and then a short time later, Mr. Newland came and got it and secured it somewhere.
And that was the extent of your...
Yeah, I never touched the
Contact.
money, never was even really close to it.
All right. Now, you mentioned earlier your reason for contacting a lawyer in this case. I want to just jump ahead right now to how these posts that referred to you and the other deputies as thieves, has that affected your reputation in the community, do you believe?
Absolutely, there's no doubt it has.
Well, tell us what makes you think that.
You know, to understand that, you got to go back before this happened. We would go on calls. You'd very seldom ever have any trouble at anybody. Very, very rarely. You might get a drunk that was smart off or something of this nature. Then he starts calling us thieves on the internet, starts selling merchandise with our photo on it. So now when you go into a bar for a call, you've got people in there screaming, hey, you going to steal all of our money, you know, or you go on a call. I had one guy come out of a bedroom after me, call me a thief and want to know why I sold Afroman's money. It just went from being a nice, quiet community, a job you felt safe in, to a place where you had to look over your shoulder every second.
Do you, based on what you've explained and what you've been through, do you think some of these people who called you thieves really thought you were?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Did you receive any phone calls about this?
I would answer the phone at the sheriff's department because they were overwhelmed. I remember one day there was over 300 calls threatening us, calling us thieves. So we would have to go over and help dispatch because they were overwhelmed. There's only 2 dispatchers. So yeah, they didn't call me directly, but I answered the phone. They would cuss me, threaten to kill me, threaten to kill my kids, threaten to kill my wife. And it got to the point to where my wife and my children couldn't even go to Walmart. You couldn't go into a gas station around here. My youngest daughter would hear the dogs bark at night and come in my room, wake me up terrified that somebody was there to kill us. Because even though they were young, they're still on Facebook. They still see this stuff. And it was just one after another after another. And when it would start to slow down, he would go back and do it all over again and get it all stirred again. Just like he did a couple days ago.
Are you aware of posts that are continuing to come out as recently as yesterday?
Some I are.
I'm going to put my objection in place here. It'll take a second. So Ohio law has changed since April of 2025, providing more protections under the anti-stalking. With that, we would have a 60-day notice
So
of
I
any evidence.
sustained your objection. You can sit down. Thank you. Like at some point in time, we draw the line. I just drew the line of what's evolving in the public. Like we started this trial yesterday, so let's try to stay before yesterday. You're all doing a fine job.
Thank you, Judge.
Fluid.
Yep.
But the trial can't be that fluid. Same.
Are there any other examples that you can think of as you sit here today of ways that these posts about being a thief have affected you in a negative way?
One of the things that really kind of upset me, I was doing an investigation as a detective, and I had to go all the way up to eastern Ohio on the Pennsylvania border. And when I walked into the deputy's room up there to talk to them, they all knew me, all knew that I'd been called a thief, lemon pound cake. You know, it's everywhere. You can go anywhere, and if people recognize you, they start that stuff, whether they're being sarcastic or what. But
And has your image, your face, been posted on some of these posts along with or in the context of the thief accusation?
what, according to he has posted my image, yes, several times on the internet. He sold merchandise, sweatshirts, T-shirts, things of that nature, at all of his venues. Matter of fact, they were for sale at a smoke shop here in town.
Okay. Those are all of my questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Cross-examination.
Sean, for the sake of the record, we have to keep things straight because there is another plaintiff named Sean. Correct?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
So, do you mind if I call you Sean or Sean Cooley during this time?
Whatever you'd like. Well, let's rephrase that. Yeah, that'd be fine.
I like to pick right up with this visit to the Pennsylvania border. You said they knew you as Lemon Pound Cake.
Yeah, that was what they referred to me as, a person.
And they asked you for your autograph, correct?
One of them did, yes.
And so, Your Honor, if we could have a sidebar about the Exhibit D that defense intends to exhibit.
Okay, sounds good. You can go ahead with defense exhibit D.
Yes, sir. I need technical support. I don't think we'll have to stop this one, so we can make play.
Let's eliminate all doubt.
I'll ask a couple of questions. So, Mr. Cooley, sorry, Sean, you were called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times.
You were
received hundreds of pound cakes at work from different people.
Okay. And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but you'd have to ask him that question.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play what's marked Defense Exhibit D. I'd like you to watch this.
Okay.
Oh, you got to turn this. Oh.
The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just a living pound cake. pound cake. He wanna put down his guard. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He's a Adams County sheriff. He's hungry and he's big as hell. He was sniffing for weed. Then he smelled another smell. What was that? Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his gun. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He sees my cake and my porno man call boom boom. Something happened to his camera on the way to the evidence room. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. Make the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his gun. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his car. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake.
Stop it there. So you've seen Exhibit D, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You would admit that's you with the glasses walking by a lemon pound cake on the counter?
Yes.
And that is security footage from the search of Mr. Foreman's residence?
I assume, yes.
But there's no question that's you during the search?
Yes.
There is question or there's...
No, that was me, yes. Absolutely.
So during the search, Mr. Newland asked you to watch the money,
Correct.
and you watched that money until he came back and got it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna play what's gonna be Defense Exhibit E. This is like a sidewalk. Oh, you did not?
No.
But you were caught on body cam that time, right?
What do you mean caught?
So other officers who wore body cam would be seen on that body cam, correct?
Yes. So if I was close to him, I would have, yes.
Oh, let me play this clip for you. So, off to the extreme left of here, we just saw a gentleman. Was that you?
Yes, I believe so.
So you are in this body cam footage.
Could you run it back just a second and let me see?
Let me start it over.
Okay, that'd be fine.
So, just for the sake of the record, we see two people in this video. Do you know who the lady is?
Yeah, I believe that's Mr. Foreman's wife, ex-wife.
Who's the other gentleman in the doorway?
I can't tell, but I don't know.
Would it appear to be Kenneth Dick?
It could be. It's just not.
Well, actually, maybe look at this. I think this is a better image of it. than
Yeah, it
what's
does
on the
appear to be Kenny. Yes.
Because it is dark on my screen here right now. Okay, so on the extreme left, we see a gentleman there. Is that you?
Yes, it is.
And this would be during the search of Mr. Foreman's residence, correct?
Yes.
Let me rewind this a second. Looking at the table here in the bottom right-hand corner,
Mm-hmm.
is that the evidence bags with the money?
Yes, sir, it is.
Those were the evidence bags you were just testified to, that you watched the entire time for Mr. Newland?
It's a evidence bag. Yes.
So it's not the money evidence bag?
It is the money evidence bag. Yes.
Okay. And you're watching it right now, you're looking at it?
Yes.
And you're walking outside now?
Okay.
The person's following you? Sean, it would be a fair statement to say you didn't watch that money the entire time that Brian Newland left it in your possession, correct?
No, you are correct. But you can also hear me tell another deputy keep an eye on that money. If you want to play
Which
it back.
deputy was that?
I don't know. I have no idea, but you can hear me and see me talking to another deputy before I walked out.
The guy walking right behind you would have been the one you
No, I
told.
was looking. The guy behind me would have been behind me. Just play it back and you'll see it.
Okay, well, let's replay it.
Right there.
You said you're not worried, no one's here.
No.
Well, let's replay
I believe I told him to keep an eye on the money before that.
Okay, let's play it again. Let's start at, let's go back to, would you agree that 0:16 seconds in? it
Yeah,
would
that's
be after
fine.
that?
Yeah. Mhm. Did you hear it say, "Watch the money"?
No.
Before it
that's-
said, "I'm not worried. There's no one in there."
Yeah, that's what you said.
That's why I said yes. Yes.
So the person asked you about watching money. You said you weren't worried because no one was in the place.
It does appear that way. Yes.
For the record, 35.27 to 36 minutes even. I got it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to ask a question. I do not want you to tell me anything you have talked with any attorney with Mr. Klingler or his associate. I do not want to know that. But I do want to know, you said you were looking for an attorney in the fall of 2023, correct?
We all were.
Okay. And so you employed an attorney to send a cease and desist letter prior to sending lawsuit, correct?
No.
Okay.
The testimony was fall of 2022. The litigation was filed in March of 2023, just to make it record.
Now, let me rephrase that then. So when I mistakenly referred to fall of 23, it was actually fall of 22, correct?
What was for the fall of 22? I'm not sure what you're
You
asking.
started looking for an attorney in the fall of 2022.
I believe, I don't think I'm the one that made the original call for an attorney.
Okay.
It was one of the other deputies. We had discussed it. We had to have permission from the sheriff at that time to do anything.
You took some of the threatening phone calls, correct?
In dispatch.
Yeah. Did you make a report of those?
They were all documented, yes.
And they investigated and traced the calls?
Couldn't trace them. They were all ghost numbers or showed up as no phone number at all.
So nobody was ever prosecuted? No one was called in to...
Well, they couldn't find them. They don't have any idea who they were.
But you're not saying that was Mr. Foreman making the call, correct?
I don't know whether he did or not.
Okay.
His rhetoric led up to it.
People, during your significant time as a law enforcement officer, the public has criticized your duties, correct?
Yeah, some, yes.
You've been called a lot of derogatory names.
Not really.
This may sound stupid, but I believe it applies to myself. We're not the thinnest people in the world, are we?
I'm not going to call you fat, but okay.
I was calling myself fat. But you would agree that we're not thin people.
Absolutely.
And you would agree that how you conduct yourself during a search and everything reflects directly on your reputation?
Absolutely.
You don't believe everything you read on the internet, do you?
No.
You actually probably don't believe everything you read in the newspaper, do you?
No.
You would agree that Exhibit D that I played, the song Lemon Pound Cake, is a music video for entertainment?
There again, he made accusations that I smoke weed on there, which I don't.
So
that was a lie as well.
So you are suing based upon him saying you smoked weed in a song?
No, I'm just saying that
So that
goes
statement
along
is
with
not
some
part
the
of this
other rhetoric
lawsuit.
he's done.
Let's let him finish.
Okay.
please.
I say that goes along with some of the other rhetoric that he's told about us, lies he's told about us.
Okay. Could that be exaggeration to make the song funny?
I don't think it's funny.
Would a reasonable person listening to that believe that Mr. Foreman is stating facts?
You don't know what somebody's thinking. You wouldn't think we'd get 300 calls a day threatening to kill us. Somebody's buying into it.
So when Jerry Reed sung the song, "When you're hot, and when you're not, you're not," and the judge said that to him right before he sentenced him to prison, that's an actual fact, or is that a exaggeration
So
for
we're going to
entertainment?
strike all that because we don't know anything about that case, and he's not going to become a witness. So until you establish a foundation that he knows what you're saying, you don't get to testify. So set it up right, I'll let you do it.
Mr. Cooley, what is your favorite genre of music?
60s.
Give me an example of a song.
Free Bird, American Pie,
Let's take American Pie.
Leonard Skinner,
Is the song American Pie, you've listened to it, correct?
multiple times, yes.
Is it literally about a pie?
No,
It's more about something else.
yes,
It's for entertainment.
yes.
And you were entertained by it.
I like the lyrics, yes.
And you don't, in that song, American Pie, do you believe that was fact?
That what was fact?
What was said in that song?
No.
This may sound stupid, but when people talk about dirty defense attorneys, are they just saying I didn't wash my suit, or are they exaggerating?
I don't know what's on their mind.
It would probably be an opinion, though.
There again, I don't know. Maybe they know something on you.
Like I didn't take a shower that day?
Yeah, that or you've done something you shouldn't be doing.
Oh. So when a person yells crooked cops, they may be just referring to cops in general doing bad things?
It could be.
Okay. Expressing their opinions about what they think?
They could be, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to get this straight. So you're saying that being called Officer Pound Cake has colored you in a false light, correct?
No,
Okay, so being called Officer Pound Cake has nothing to do with this lawsuit.
no.
So the only thing that you're saying painted you in a negative light is the general comments calling the Adams County Sheriff's Department thieves,
No
correct?
calling me a thief.
So there is a specific post that calls you a thief.
There's photographs of me on it, and he's accusing all of us of being thieves, so that incorporates me as well.
So it refers to the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a group then, and you're part of that.
Just members of the Sheriff's Department, not the entire Sheriff's Office.
But it doesn't list your name.
Yeah, there's posts that list my name, I'm sure.
You mean you're sure?
I'm pretty sure that there was some that had my name on it. I mean, I don't recall which ones, but
We haven't introduced any to evidence by your attorney. What posts are you referring to? I need a date and time.
I don't know. I'm just saying that there could be. I don't know.
There could be, but you don't know.
Right, right.
Do you mind keeping your testimony to what you know, not what you're guessing at?
Yeah, I have been as far as I can.
As far as you can. So in your defamation claim would be based solely on being called a thief as a group of people, and you're one of those group.
I'm concerned about me being called a thief as well as my fellow officers.
They get their chance. Let's talk about you.
Right.
Okay. But that's the sole basis of your defamation claim?
Being called a thief?
Yes.
That's the majority of it, yes.
Okay. But not being called Officer Pound Cake?
No.
And okay. May I have a second? Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness at this time.
Redirect?
No regret.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next up?
Next up is Randy Walters.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
I'm Randy Walters.
And Mr. Walters, how are you currently employed?
I am a sergeant with the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been a sergeant?
I'm not for sure the date that I was promoted to sergeant. Been with the Sheriff's Office since 2010, I think it was.
Since 2010?
Yes,
How long have you lived in Adams County?
my entire life.
You went to school here?
Yes.
Do you have family here?
Yes, I do.
You have a wife and children?
I have a wife, 4 daughters, and 2 little boys, or 2 sons.
So 6 kids altogether.
Yes.
Are all of those your own kids?
We are a little bit of a mixed bag. I have 3 biological kids and 3 children that I adopted through foster care, yes.
What are the ages of your children?
My little boy, who's biological, is 10 years old. My next daughter is 14 years old, who is adopted. And I have a 17-year-old that's adopted, an 18-year-old that's adopted. My 22-year-old son is biologically mine, and my oldest daughter, who's 26, is mine. They're all mine, but biological and otherwise.
Yeah.
And I've had the girls since my 14-year-old was about 2 months old.
And this will become relevant, I think, just a little later, but I'm going to ask you about the race of your adopted kids.
So 2 of my adopted daughters are biracial Hispanic, and my youngest adopted daughter is biracial African American.
And your youngest is the 14-year-old?
Now she's 14, yes.
And in the fall of 2022, she would have been
Around 11, I think.
around 11 or so? How'd you get into law enforcement?
My father was a police officer, and it's just something that I've always worked towards doing.
And you're the rank of sergeant right now?
I am.
And you took part in this search of Mr. Foreman's home back in 2022, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us just a little bit about what your role was in that search, just generally?
I was called in to assist with the search, and you have what's called an entry team. I was asked to come in and help with the entry team on the search.
Did you have anything to do with counting or keeping the money that night?
No.
Have you been accused of stealing money from Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes.
Can we look at Exhibit 27, please? Before I don't know if we can do this, Natalie, but can we see the date and the number of views on this?
It's in the bottom. It's really hard to see with the way that the media playing system works because it's blocked by this gray bar, and the gray bar doesn't go away. Well, it's paused.
All right, so let's just play it and see what happens. Thank you.
I pay taxes, I work daily, I get raid by Beetle Bailey, Randy Walters, Private Pie, I used to fuck his wife, doggy style.
Could you see anywhere on there the date on this video?
It says 3 years ago, 727K on the views.
So it says 3 years ago. That would have been sometime in 2023, I guess. And did
Your
you?
Honor, I'm going to ask, is there a specific date and time on this?
This one, just with the way that it played on YouTube, it doesn't show the specific date, but I can represent that it was the 23rd of October 2022.
I would object to you representing your own.
Okay.
So we don't know the exact date from this image of when it was done?
From this image now.
Okay.
2023.
3 years ago, and did you say 727,000 views?
Yes.
All right. Now, we have 3 other exhibits that show the same clip on different platforms and dates. Is that right, Natalie? I'm just trying to figure out the most efficient way to do this. Can you bring up Exhibit 28 and just show us the first slide?
I work daily. I get raided by Beto Bailey, Randy Walters, Private Pound. I used to fuck his wife, Doggy Style.
All right. Now, do we know when that one was posted? Can we see that?
I cannot make out when that one was posted. No.
Can you tell what platform that was posted on?
That's on YouTube, and it seems like 974,000 views.
All right. And is there any indication of a date that you can see?
Not with the words it's covering it up now.
We'll have to figure out how to do that because it ought to be doable.
Well, yeah.
All right. Can we go?
October 4th, 2022.
You find it?
Yeah, when it was, it says down below it, October 24th, 2022.
October 4th? Or
whatever she did, it took the line down and you can actually see it.
It doesn't go away while the video is paused. It has to be playing for the volume.
You have to play the whole thing again, so let's don't do that. Well,
it didn't go away this time.
Let's see if it'll go. There we go.
October 4th, 2022, 512,574.
Thank you.
On the views.
October 4th, 2022. We got a date on that. Let's go to Exhibit 29. And before we, okay. Do we know what? Can you tell what platform this is?
It says Instagram.
Instagram, and can we find a date?
I couldn't even tell you where to find one on Instagram on that.
All right.
So, well, October 4th, 2022. It says right here.
All right. So,
Your Honor, he says right here, could they please indicate where that is in this?
Yeah, you'll see a logo on the bottom corner. It says Afroman with a symbol in the middle of it. If you look just to the side of that, it says October 4th, 2022 with a heart with 1.1K and messages is 71.
okay.
I cannot read that from you.
Next question. Go ahead.
We got the date on that one. Let's go to Exhibit 30, please.
I work daily. I get raided by Beto Bailey, Randy Walters, Private Pound. I used to fuck his wife, Doggy Style.
Do we know the platform on that one, Mr. Walters?
Is this the same video right here? It's still up because it's Instagram.
Yes, same one that's still up.
Instagram.
Yes. Instagram, and can you see a date?
September 25th, I believe, of 2022.
All right, thank you. And can we look at Exhibit 26? All right. And I guess we should identify the platform for that one. Can you tell what platform that is?
I believe it's Facebook, August 26, 2023.
Thank you. All right. Did you become aware of these posts, Mr. Walters, at or about the time they were posted?
Yes.
How did you become aware of them?
Of my personal post, I found out from my children. When my daughter came home and advised me that she was getting messed with at school because apparently her mom is having sex with Afroman, and since she's biracial, that must be her daddy, along with being a thief.
And how did that affect you?
It's horrible. It's hard when your job that you're doing affects your family, which affects you. When you have a kid come home crying that's already been through a life, and now they're getting hazed and harassed because somebody thinks it's funny. Somebody knows it's not true. Been with my wife for 28 years. She didn't have an affair with Mr. Foreman. She didn't make my daughter with Mr. Foreman. But now my family has to be harmed because of straight up 100% lies. Where in the world is it okay to make something up for fun that's damaging to others when you know for sure it's an absolute lie? That's a problem.
Some of these posts that we've seen call you a thief.
Yes.
Did that affect you or your job in any way?
Yes. We as we've already heard, we can't go to calls, not figuratively every call, but the frequency of it, like people automatically, you're stealing Mr. Foreman's money. You illegally raided him. You've done all these things. You know, your wife's having sex with him. Is that why you stole his money? Never touched his money. It's been proven. He knows.
Did somebody say that to you?
Yes. You can't make these simple street arrests with people that are mouthy. I get that. But now there's just fuel to the rage. And then the fact that at the time I worked night shift, Adams County is a rural county. You do your work in your car a lot of the time. You do your paperwork in your car. Well, try to find someplace safe to sit when you're literally getting death threats because of lies. You're absolutely in fear for your safety to begin with as a police officer. But now intensify that because somebody is lying about a situation that they know the facts of. Now you have to worry about it because the calls, the comments, everything, all lying. It created a situation that was uncalled for, that was unsafe and unhealthy for the officers involved. The problem I have is the respect for my family wasn't near the respect.
This has gone to beyond a narrative. If Mr. Foreman could ask a question.
Thank you. It's responsive. Overruled.
Go ahead.
The respect for my family, including my law enforcement family, wasn't nothing like the respect I gave to his children the night of the raid. I stopped what I was doing when his wife, who I know and have been friendly with for years as far as being associates, said, hey, they were next door, somebody pulled in and they're scared. I stopped what I did, what I was doing, and went and checked on his kids to make sure they were safe, because that's a priority to me. But the same respect that was given to his family had no regard to mine or me. And that affects me. Because to see my family in distress because of my job is distressful to me. To have the public send you death threats over lies is distressing. And it was easy. Stop. Stop with the lies. But that wasn't enough. It's happening today. My kids came home yesterday because of new posts,
Your
same
Honor,
thing.
I'm going to renew this objection again.
Yes.
It's beyond the narrative at this point, and further, this is now bringing in evidence that is beyond this.
We're not going to allow like videos from yesterday. I get that. Last Friday, we have a video. I get what you're saying about the evolving nature of the conduct. That testimony is consistent with other people's experiences of the harm, but we're not going to bring in the exhibits. We're not going to bring in the content.
But they can testify about stuff that is happening at this time.
Yeah, it's the effect,
Okay, I
not
would
the
register an
content.
objection for the record on
Got
that.
it. You're in. Next question.
Had you finished your answer?
Yes.
Any other ways you haven't mentioned that you want to share about how these accusations of a theft and your wife having sex with Mr. Foreman have affected you or your reputation?
It's affected all of our reputations, from a baseless lie till now, that we are not thieves. We didn't steal his money. I never touched his money, but I'm in the group of thieves. We stole his money. I spoke to him on the phone when he was concerned that he was going to be arrested that night. And apparently in some way on the phone, he didn't like my attitude towards not fixing his door. I'm sorry if you felt that I disrespected you in some way. I was explaining to him that we don't have the means to fix his door. We're leaving it in care of his wife. But I also cooled his fears that we're not coming to arrest you. Deputy or Sergeant Newland would like to talk to you. Get your attorney and come and talk to us. There's not going to be an arrest warrant for you. If we need to talk to you, we can find you. We can call you. You can come in. If arrest warrant would occur, turn yourself in, go through the system, and do whatever. Nobody's chasing you through the woods, as reported. Nobody's doing any of that. The respect that was given to him, which I guess is not required in society, was not put forward to us.
Those are all of my questions. Thank you.
Cross-examination.
For the record, you stated previously your name was Randy Walters.
Randolph Lee Walters Jr.
Okay.
I go
And
by
so
Randy.
you go by Randy.
Yes.
Do you mind if I call
Yes,
you Randy?
it's perfectly fine, sir.
So you extended Mr. Foreman a significant amount of respect that night.
I felt that I did.
If I show you some of the surveillance footage, can you explain how that is showing respect?
Sure.
Do you want to cycle on?
What's the exhibit number?
This will be Exhibit F, Defense Exhibit F. This will be an excerpt of the security camera footage of Mr. Foreman for the kitchen of his home. From the time in question of August 21st, 2022.
Make sure we get the counter time, so we know what the court of appeals would know what the jury saw.
Pardon me, I'm
Make
sorry.
sure we get the counter time, so the court of appeals knows what the jury saw.
So I'll ask a couple questions while our wait goes down. So you took part in the search warrant
Yes.
execution.
Yes.
You were part of the breach team into Mr. Foreman's house.
Yes.
You had a riot shield-like thing.
No, a ballistic shield, sir.
Well, what's a ballistic shield?
It's a bulletproof shield. It's commonplace when doing raids that police officers get shot,
So,
and it's a safety device.
so it's a safety device shield about yay long with a little hole, a little window in it, so you can carry it forward.
Yes.
So, do you see what has been marked Defense Exhibit F?
Yes. I see something on the screen.
Okay, so on that screen, does that appear to be the kitchen of Mr. Foreman's residence?
Yes.
And you would agree that that gentleman there with the firearm is Mr. Brian Newland?
Yes.
Okay. And so this would be the beginning after breaching the door?
From this, I can't tell what part of the entry it was.
Let me place an order. Okay, so this would be starting the security camera footage of 8/21/2022, starting at 8:13 and 4 seconds p.m. I've stopped it here because I want to ask a question. So you talked about a ballistic shield. Is that the ballistic shield you're referring to?
Yes.
And you would be behind that ballistic shield?
Yes.
So, putting this image in perspective, you're behind the riot shield.
Yes.
Officer Sean Cooley's behind you. Brian Newland's in front of you. And Sean Grooms is going forward with the assault rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're flipping off the security camera.
No.
That's not your middle finger.
No. Do you know how to use a ballistic shield, or do you like me to tell you?
Let's watch it. Finger went down, right?
There's a light activation on that shield. It's 35
The
pounds.
finger went down, correct?
If you think I was flipping him off, you can think that that's not what it was.
Okay.
There is a light activation on the handle of the shield.
Mr. Walters,
Okay. Go ahead.
wait for the question. So, you were called a couple names by Mr. Foreman, one of those being, what was it, Beetle Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Does anyone believe you're Beetle Bailey?
Probably not. That's a drawn cartoon.
Beetle Bailey is a cartoon that's in the newspaper.
Sure.
Been there for years. So that would be an exaggeration. Okay. And when they call you a son of a bitch, that would be an opinion.
I'd say that would be an opinion.
Okay. Because there's no way we can prove whether you're a son of a bitch or not.
Nah, she's been dead for years.
I'm sorry. I am sorry about your mother on that. I am. But you would agree, though, that when someone calls someone a son of a bitch, it's not necessarily a statement of fact. It's more a statement of opinion or a description of a person.
Sure.
Okay. The same thing with being called, I think it's Gomer Pyle.
Yes.
Okay. No one would think you're Gomer Pyle from the movie.
Obviously, that's a character in a movie.
Yeah. But you're not that person.
No.
This may sound stupid, but you've been a law enforcement officer for a long time, correct?
Yes.
You've been called many derogatory names, correct?
Over the years, yes.
You've been called a son of a bitch before, correct?
Not published, but yes.
Okay. You've been called other things even worse, correct?
I'm sure over the years I've been called many things.
It would be fair to say that during those years, people probably said bad things about you and your family also.
You know, I honestly can't remember bad things being said to my family,
Okay.
but I can remember bad things being done to them.
Do you believe everything you read on the internet?
No.
Do you believe everything you read in the newspaper?
No.
You probably tell your kids, don't believe everything you hear, right?
Especially now.
So, are you testifying and claiming that because Mr. Foreman called you Gomer Pyle, you've been painted in a false light with the public? I'm taking it one at a time, so I'm going to get to
The
it.
Gomer Pyle?
Yes.
I'm not claiming that, sir.
Okay. You're not claiming that being called a son of a bitch is a claim you're pursuing that Mr. Foreman's called you?
Correct, sir.
Okay. Being called Beetle Bailey, you're not claiming that is part of defamation proceeding on that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And neither one of those three statements have painted you in a false light, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, it paints you in a different light than what you are, but correct.
Okay. So you're solely being painted in a false light due to Mr. Walters saying he had sex with your wife.
Mr. Walters does have sex with his wife. Mr. Foreman doesn't.
Good catch on that.
Yeah.
So you're claiming that is the defamation statement, is that he said he had sex with your wife.
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light.
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just want to ask that question because you said we don't know. I just
Been
know
with
the
that
answer.
woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. And it's a problem.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of? Is it a thing that can be verified, true or false?
Ask your client.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask for a direct the witness to answer the question, yes or no, please.
That you don't like his answer doesn't mean he didn't answer it.
He didn't answer the question. He's told me to ask another person. That is not an answer to the question.
So ask him another question.
Okay.
That was his answer. You didn't like how it came out, but it was his answer. I can't make him say something else. You can ask him another question.
And so are you claiming that Mr. Foreman saying he had sex with your wife is a private fact about your life?
My family is a private part of my life.
About your wife?
Him having an affair with my wife would definitely be a private part of my life if that was occurring.
And that has affected your reputation?
Yes.
Okay. And so, am I right in concluding that the other final statement that you are claiming that Mr. Foreman said about you that painted you in a false light is that you're a thief?
Yes.
Okay. And that stems from all the posts that and all the exhibits that Mr. Klingler referenced earlier?
That's what he showed.
The ones that talk about the police officers in general?
Yes.
Okay. Were you ever disciplined due to anything Mr. Foreman said?
No.
Ever passed up for promotion?
No.
This may be a stupid question. Were you a sergeant before or after the
Before.
search? Okay. Because I know you couldn't remember when, so I was just curious on that.
It was from before.
Okay. Have you ever talked to the People's Defender or Informer about the statements?
We were not allowed.
So you were not allowed by the sheriff of Adams County?
Yes.
Okay. And you had a cease and desist letter sent prior to January 1st of 2023?
I personally made no notification.
Okay.
Everything's been made through my attorney.
Okay. But that would be after January 1st, 2023, to your knowledge?
I'm not for sure of the date.
Okay. If this lawsuit was filed after January 1st, 2023, you would agree then that it would have happened after that?
I don't know if they sent you guys a letter before or after they filed suit.
Okay.
I do not know that.
Okay. So that would be something I should ask another plaintiff?
Yeah, I didn't handle the paperwork. I don't know what date you got that, sir.
Okay. Do you agree that how you act during your job duties affects your reputation?
It does.
And I think I've asked this, but I'll ask again. The public has commented on your job duties in the past?
I'm sure they have.
They've been critical of you?
I'm sure they have.
Did you order Lisa Phillips to disconnect the security camera
I don't, and I haven't reviewed the body cam since that event. I know that the intent, if I can, for the camera system is, in speaking with Detective Newland, that they thought there was some type of operation of narcotics transfers there, so it would be obvious that if there's a surveillance system, that would be on it. That camera system was disconnected with my multi-tool by Sergeant Phillips. I will trust in the fact, because I have not reviewed it, that I said, hey, disconnect it. I don't know for sure that I did, but I know that she used the multi-tool to disconnect it, and it was placed in the central area in that room for evidence to be collected, because it was to be collected. Because obviously, if you thought something was going on in the residence, you collect the surveillance system, you go later and get another search warrant. I didn't find out until a couple days later that that was not actually collected.
It was left at the scene,
Yes.
but it was disconnected.
Yes.
And you were
To
standing
take
there?
as evidence.
To take as evidence.
Yes.
But it was not taken as evidence.
It was not.
So the only thing taken as evidence, significant evidence, was the cash.
There was a jar of marijuana that was found in like the ball cap room, some cash, and some vapes, as I remember.
No one was arrested for threatening you, correct?
Not our choice, but no.
That was a choice made by the sheriff?
I can't tell you whose choice it was. I know that the agency as a whole was very upset and very concerned, and between the powers that be, whoever that is, there was no charges filed.
Okay. This may sound stupid, but being a son of a bitch is not a crime, correct?
No.
You may have a second, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a few.
Mr. Walters, I'm not going to put the body cam up again. I was frankly a little confused about what it was supposed to show, but explain to me what it was that Mr. Osborne said he thought he saw that you were explaining.
May I stand up, sir?
Yeah.
A ballistic shield weighs about 35 pounds. Okay, it's very big. One hand has your firearm, or if you're using it for something. The other hand, there's a bar like this. To activate the lights that's on the front of it, there is an activation switch on that shield. That's what occurred.
So so your finger moved or something?
Yes, that's how you activate the shield. And it's also 35 pounds. Once you're carrying it for a while, it takes a toll.
So were you trying to flip the bird to his security camera or something? Or
No.
were you trying to make a disrespectful gesture in any way?
No.
You were asked a lot of questions by Mr. Osborne about things you might have been called before, criticisms you might have undergone before. Has anyone called you a thief before and published it?
No.
Has anyone ever published a statement that they fucked your wife?
No.
Have your kids come home upset because somebody said Afroman was somebody else was their father at some point before this?
As recent as yesterday. Because everything is brought back up again.
Were you at Mr. Foreman's deposition?
I was not.
Okay. Those are all my questions. Thank you.
Recross.
Your Honor, I had no recross of Mr. Walters.
Okay, go ahead and step down.
Thank you, sir.
You have a witness coming at 1 o'clock, right?
We do, Judge.
Okay, so we get lunch break till about 1 o'clock. Enjoy yourself, don't talk about the case, don't research. Decompress, whatever it means, get some fresh air, stretch. Don't deliberate early. Have a good lunch. I'll need the record again.
Okay, thank you.
I need the record just a moment.
Did you check and see if this
Yeah,
is?
please.
You staying back here, duty, or coming out?
Thank you.
Gotta be advised. Now, is there someone in the back room, do you know?
I don't know.
There it is. There's one more, Your Honor.
Thank you. Somebody's in the back room, so you say.
Yeah, someone's in the back room.
Okay, this won't take long.
Well, I think they're coming
Oh,
out.
okay.
I heard the lock.
Nothing to have to stroke over.
You coming out, hon? Okay, I'm sorry. You are fine. No problem. I brought it up the jacket too, because it was lighter. No, you're fine. Okay, sorry.
Tell me when you're ready.
We're ready.
Okay, so just two housekeeping items. One, Mr. Osborne's playing defendant's exhibit F, is placed from 8/13/04 to 8/13/58.
I think that's correct, Your Honor.
So it looks like there was 54 seconds of time there. And then when we discussed that there's claims being dropped, the injunctive relief claim in count 6 is still in play.
That's correct, Judge.
But that's a judicial decision.
Yes.
A judge decision, not a jury decision. So the jury doesn't get instructed, but the claim's still active. It's the claim for the judge to decide. So just to make it clear, when they dismissed one claim, previously counts 1 and 2 were dismissed by the court. I'm not sure who was assigned at the time. We started out with 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 is for the judge to decide, that's injunctive relief. And then the plaintiffs dismissed the 4th claim. So if you're counting claims on the indictments, 3 and 5 go to the jury, and 6 is for the court. Right, Mr. Klingman?
Yes.
Makes sense, Mr. Osborne?
Some way, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what doesn't?
That's probably a better argument at that time on what the injunctive relief could be granted in this case.
Well, no, I get that, yeah, but it's not a jury issue. and it's
No, I agree with that,
And it's
but
not a
it's-
dismissed issue.
I don't know if it's a relevant issue, but I would agree it's not a jury issue.
Fair enough. Okay, we agree. This is a different way of saying the same thing. You go it off the record. Have a good lunch.
Thank you, Judge.
Yep.